In this video, we're going to do a high-level overview, how the owner of a website can log in to make changes and publish those changes on the web. Let's start here. This is the invitation to edit. We can follow this link, create our account by typing into these fields, and we're here, right on our site. Now, we can navigate the site just like we would normally. We can click around, but what's different now that we're logged in is that some of the content on the page is editable. We can hover over any elements on the page, and if we see a button on the top right of the element, we can click it. In this case, we can edit the text right on the page. Same thing with buttons. Here's a button. We can change the link settings where the link goes, and we can change the text itself. We can write anything we want here. What about images? If an image is editable, the button will show up, we can click it, and replace the image with an image of our choice, like this image of a whole wheat bagel with cream cheese and salmon with capers. In addition to editing right on the page, we can navigate using the pages link at the bottom. This lets us go right to any page on our site. Depending on your specific site, you might also see collections and/or forms. Collections are like databases where we can go in and organize, edit, or add content to our site. And forms, that forms button, gets us access to any forms we might have on our site. Let's say someone fills out a form on our site. That information, what we collected from that form, it's accessible right here in our CMS. Finally, we have account settings, help and support, and a tiny button which lets us log out of the CMS entirely. And you might have noticed that once we made some of those changes earlier, we got the option to publish. Changes you make on your site won't actually go live. No one else can see them until you publish. Once you publish, anyone can see your changes on your site. Now, at any time in the future, perhaps we're already on our website, we can simply type !edit, no spaces, right after the address. Hit enter, same deal here. We can log in and make changes. If you're already logged in and you visit your site, you might see a tiny up arrow on the bottom right. Just press that button and you have your full access. There's a ton of power here in the CMS, but that's the high-level overview. Edit content right on the page. Navigate your site from the Pages panel. On some sites, we can access collections and form data, and when we're ready to go, we can publish, and the world can see the changes we've made.